Shalom. First and foremost, we like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. We like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We like to say Shalom to the elect that teach His word in all true faith and sincerity. And I'm the brother rocking with me,
Brother Ryan.
We're the icon from the Great Millstone Church here in Birmingham. And what else could we do but prophesy? You know, and tell you the intents and purposes of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. You know, prophecy is taking full effect on the planet Earth. You know, the things that's happening is according to the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. These are not random events. You know, matter of fact, you got it if I ain't start off with this second Ezra 9th chapter.
God, this is the book of 2nd Ezra 9. 2nd Ezra 9, start at verse 1. 2nd Ezra 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
And that's what we doing, measuring the time diligently in itself. How though? Matter of fact, it's
God, it says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before.
See, and that's what we're doing. When you read St. Matthew the 24th chapter, the disciples inquired of the end, you know, when shall these things come? What shall be the sign of thy coming? You know, and our Lord Yahushua told us what to look for.
Yeah.
And that's what we see, the sayings of the Lord manifesting on the planet Earth, man. You know, that's how we know we at the end. Of waking up, you know, find out who we are as the Israelites, as well as
the MOTB.
The MOTB. Esau. You probably put that shit down. I'm gonna say Esau being exposed. Talks about that before that great day comes, that process. One of those things, the man of sin being revealed. So we know we at the end. You got it up.
Con, it says, then shalt thou understand.
See, then you're gonna understand. You got it.
That is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
And what world is that? Because you just think it's just reserved to the planet Earth, but that world is concerning a certain age. The age of Esau. Matter of fact, get on Jeremiah 49, verse 8.
Con, it's the book of Jeremiah.
Because that's what it's all about. It's all about the end, the climax. You know, this is where we at in this process, man. We're not in the middle of the movie or the beginning. We at the end, and everything is now coming together.
Yeah. It's like, I know at the end, you know when the bad guy, you know who the bad guy is now. You know what I'm saying? You know who's the good guy, and ultimately you know the goal now.
Yep.
Why the reason, the conflicts, the resolutions, the plot. You know the goal to the whole movie night. That's where we at right now, man. We can see the ultimate goal is to bring down the so-called white man and raise up the nation of Israel. You know, I got the Jeremiah 49, and I'm gonna start at verse 7. He says, you said verse 9, right?
You start at 7.
It says, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in teeming? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished?
So yeah, then this is the process to the downfall of Esau. The wisdom will be taken away because, and that shows this is concerning power and rulership as well, because that's the secret ingredient to ruling. You know, to rulership, to having the kingdom. When you read Wisdom of Solomon in the 6th chapter, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. So this is part of the downfall of Esau. His wisdom is being taken away. You know, which the wisdom of wickedness is not even wisdom anyway. That's why the Lord used truth to overthrow this man. All these formulas. Look, these niggas, they try to, you passing out newspaper and bean pies. That's only going to put you in reverse. You know, you're not going forward. You know, but all these formulas to try to find some type of relief under the subjection of the so-called white man. It was truth, man. You got it out.
It says, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of the den, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him.
See, the Lord's going to bring these calamities of Esau upon him, the time. So it was a certain time Esau was going to be visited. which was the end. That's why it was a commandment, don't touch Cain. Because the Lord was going to reserve him for this moment that we in now, man. You know, but this is that world how about Shemel Shah is going to visit. The word of Esau. You know, when you read Isaiah 63, who did it tell? Who is this that comes from Edom? The died garments from Bala. So Yahushua went to go visit Esau, man. So he gotta be on the scene in this.
I got something for you real quick comment. He's just going back to Esau being the end. It's 2nd Ezra 6. And I'm gonna start at verse 7. It says, then answer I and said, what shall be the parting of the son of times, and when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follow? And he said unto me, that's what Ezra was asking about what? The latter times, man. When the kingdom of heaven is gonna be established. He says, and he said unto me from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. And that just shows you that Esau ultimately, after this kingdom, Jake gonna be on your ass, man. And Jake is gonna be the next kingdom, the next guys up, for the lack of better words, man. You know, and that's how you know that ultimately Esau have to be upon the scene before the kingdom of heaven to be established, man. Because the Lord must take out wickedness, he must take down death. And who's the representation of death, man? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You know, but you got it, bro.
Are you just going back to that order when you going to that dream, Nebuchadnezzar? Pretty much Esau was the legs and all the way down to the feet. Then the stone came with our Lord Yahushua. That's going to be the beginning, man.
That's it, bro.
You know, it ain't like the story changed. You know, in this, you know, 2nd 6 chapter, Esau is the end of the world. But in Daniel the 11th chapter, Daniel 7, it's supposed to be
Ishmael,
Satan's kingdom. But so, you know what I mean? Nah, it still go back to the end of Esau, the end of the so-called white man and his reign of terror. Because that's what it has been. All levels. And man, they say mankind. Mankind ain't only feeling the effects of death being in power. The trees, as you can see, the geographical area that we're in is nothing but concrete and power lines. Look like you're on the ICU. The earth is in a ICU bed with all these wires and shit. You got train tracks,
potholes, sinkholes.
Yeah, you know, but that's all under the watch of the so-called white man. So of course, the visitation, you know, is set up for the really life to be relieved. You know, so we can have a fresh burnt out.
That's it.
Read Isaiah the 14th chapter, talks about how the tree's gonna rejoice when his man is overthrown. You got something else?
Yeah, real quick, just to back up Esau, gotta be taken down. 1 Corinthians 15:24. Then come at the end. When and that's what we in right now. We are at the end, bro. The end of our captivity, the end of us suffering, and the end of the so-called white man rulership. You know? And like the brother just mentioned, everybody's going to rejoice once this nigga get taken out, because you're going to see the difference. People going to actually see that the grass is greener on the other side. Read this again. It says, then cometh the end, when he shall deliver up the kingdom to the Most High, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and all power. Because when Yahweh Shemel Shah, once he come upon the scene, he come to establish righteousness, man. He's coming to establish his throne of rulership, man. A rulership of righteousness. And again, for the lack of better words, for those first 1,000 years, it's going to be a rigorous rulership of righteousness. Let's continue.
He said he's going to deliver up the kingdom.
Yeah.
So it's going. This is not something that's you got to wait till you die to experience the kingdom of heaven. Somehow wickedness is going to always be here. It's going to always be a McDonald's. You got to die to experience that euphoria. The euphoria of being in the kingdom of heaven. No, that's going to be when the Lord come back and establish righteousness on the earth.
That's it.
You know?
Yep.
Oh, it talks about I beheld till the thrones were cast down.
Yep. And that would say at the next verse, it says, for he must reign till he have put all enemies under his feet. Showing you in order for the kingdom to come, this current kingdom has to be taken out. Esau must be, cut down, for the lack of better words, man. You know, it says the last enemy that he shall, it's like in the last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. You know, you got it though, bro.
Hey, the last enemy is death.
Mm-hmm.
Who is that? Esau.
That's it, bro.
Esau, Edom. That's the last enemy. And he embodies death, man. Everything he brings forth. Oh, Edom talks about we read Revelation 21, talks about there shall be no more death, or crying,
or tears,
for the former pass away. Because Esau contributed to the death on the earth. He accommodates it, you know, even to the point, on a literal sense, this man got assisted suicides. He assists you killing yourself.
He help you out.
Yeah, on a literal sense of him being deaf, he actually got assisted suicide, man. Or let's say assisted deletions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this man is dope, but he's the guy that got to be on the scene. If I said the last. Now Esau's the end of the world.
That's it.
You know, Esau represents the end.
Yeah. And then he's a necessary evil in prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, because the worse is getting this time, the closer we get to Yahweh Shai. Because they make that. What do Yahweh Shai name mean? To save, to deliver. To deliver from what? From who? The so-called white men. Because ever since this devil been in power, bro, everybody, like you mentioned earlier, the grass, even the fly, man, a dung beetle, he's suffering on the hand of the so-called white man. So everybody need relief from it. Everybody need Yahweh Shai in these latter days, man. And as we're going to get closer and closer, we're going to be crying out to Yahweh Shai more and more to deliver us and save us from the so-called white man. I got something real quick to bag you up. This is the book of Psalms 18. Psalms 18, I'm going to jump down to verse 17. It says, he delivered me from my strong enemy and from them which hated me, for they was too strong for me. Because, you know, you in captivity, man. You in servitude, for the lack of battle words. There's nothing you can do to carnally try to fight against this devil. The only thing you can do is wait upon the Lord, you know, to rise up against this guy, man. You know, but you got to do what? Salaki.
Go back to that second Ezra.
Going back to that second Ezra 9. Second Ezra 9 and verse 2. It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
So now we understand that this is the time where the Lord is about to visit Edom. You got it.
It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
See? And that's what we're seeing. Earthquakes and uproars of the people, from little earthquakes. You got earthquake apps tracking hundreds of earthquakes a day.
Yeah, daily.
Daily earthquakes. That's a norm in this time period that we're in. As well as, you got earthquakes in the sense of earth-shaking events. Sounds when we get in the process, look like the phase life about to come back in a major way.
It is.
You know, these lockdowns, that's an earthquake, because it wasn't just the gooks affected by wearing masks. You was people in Italy, Australia, over here in Babylon the Great was wearing the mask, so that's also an earthquake. The sea hip is going to be an earthquake. It talks about that in Revelation the 3rd chapter, how this hour of temptation shall come upon the whole world, man. So that's a form of an earthquake as well. Then it says uproars of the people in the world. That's what we see. The civil unrest, motherfucker getting stirred up by Trump, you know,
in jail,
niggas getting tattoos, or the nigga mug shot.
Yeah, and they said the guy from the January 6th thing, he just got like 15 years. You know, the January 6th uprising, that was a part of an earthquake, man. You know, you got to do what? Salaki.
You got it, bro.
Going back to that second Ezra 9 and verse 3 again. Then there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Then shalt thou well understand.
See, you said you're going to well understand. So ultimately it's going to become clear and obvious where we at in this process, man. That this is the end. You know, this is where the Lord, this is the time the Lord chose to show his power, you know, to show himself. You got it.
It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
See, and that's why it's on record. Enoch prophesied at this moment. The return of Yahweh.
Yep.
Show you how monumental a moment that we're in, man. Things are happening, and we see it. The scriptures telling you, and we narrate in real time, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You got it.
God, it says, for like it's all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end.
See, all that is made in the world, from man, talks about how the Lord put a ceiling on man for what? It was 120 years, then it had been reduced down to 70 years.
80 with strength.
80. So that's a beginning and end in a sense. Even in this system, you got cars and shit. It got to run. Teams, dynasties, they come to an end. But even kingdoms, they have a beginning and an end. It talks about how the Lord measure and number the times. And where we at now? We at the end of the so-called white man's kingdom and his rulership. You got it?
God, it says, even so, the times of the highest.
Hold on, read that.
God, it says, for like it's all that is made in the beginning. So like, for the all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
See, and the end is manifest, and that's what we're seeing. The manifestation of the end of Esau, man. You know? So you got anything else out?
Nah.
So yeah, we just hope to edify, like to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash.
Like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Like to say shalom to the elect that teaches his word in our true faith and sincerity.
DTA, Abab.
Soon.
Soon, tonight.
Here is